Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. Today I'm going to show you guys all about a brand new shotgun called the Heartbreaker. Let's check it out. I know my camera angle is a little different than it normally is. Just bear with me for a couple of days. I got a new mount coming in and it's going to get mounted up like it usually is up here in the corner. But anyways, back to the Heartbreaker. This is a brand new shotgun you can get from the Moxxi's Heist on the Handsome Jackpot DLC. The damage is 367 times 8, so it's a pretty good amount of damage. The damage is 367 times 8. You have actually a 74% with handling of 70%, a reload speed of 2.6 seconds with a fire rate of just about 3 seconds and a magazine size of 6. So the red text reads, "I don't want to set the world on fire." This weapon does plus 10% critical hit damage, plus 43% weapon damage, plus 21% weapon fire rate, plus 25% weapon shield capacity, because it is a Hyperion weapon, so it has the shield, and it's highly effective versus shields. Now, there's one thing you need to know about this weapon that you might not know right off the start. This weapon actually heals you when you shoot enemies, and it actually heals you a pretty good amount. Honestly, that's the main reason I would use the weapon, because it's not really the best as far as damage output, even though it seems like it would be, but it gives you a pretty substantial amount of health. So you guys can see it is going to shoot in a little heart pattern, if you guys can see that. The bullets are pretty small and very quick, so you can't really see it too well. But if you guys can see it there on the wall, it does shoot out a little heart, so that's cool. So let me go show you guys this thing on some enemies. See if we can find some good enemies. Again, I'm on Mayhem 4. These are loader bots, so they're not the best for shock, but you can see it's going to do some decent damage. I've been having a tough time trying to use this over the Brainstormer. The only reason I would use this over the Brainstormer is just to get that health back for every shot. So you guys will see my health is low right now. I can shoot, and look, I'm going to get it's like about 1,000 health every shot. So it's a pretty good amount of health there. You guys can see I'm kind of just sitting right at full health. Unless I have to reload, that's the only time I drop. Other than that, I'm kind of just sitting here at full health no matter what. So the health regen every time you hit an enemy is definitely a great perk for this weapon. However, I don't know if that is enough to make up for the lack of damage. And it's not the weakest gun out there. I mean, it does some damage. You can see I'm on Mayhem 4 and I'm still killing these bots rather quick, but it's nowhere near as close to something like the Brainstormer. Now keep in mind, I am using a artifact that is increasing the amount of damage I do with shock. It's 90% shock damage boost. Also gives me plus 40% magazine size. So keep that in mind when you see me use this weapon. It's a pretty good shotgun, but I think I would still use the Brainstormer over it just because the Brainstorm does massive amounts of shock damage. I really think for the build I'm running on Amara right now, I would definitely have to go with the Brainstormer over the Heartbreaker. But don't get me wrong, the Heartbreaker, it's still a pretty good shotgun. It's something you should definitely go for. It's good for Mayhem 4. You guys can see I'm fighting bots and it's doing a good job. Here's some normal enemies here, and you can see it's still going to do some damage to them. You can definitely use it on Mayhem 4. It's not one of those weapons that kind of sucks on like anything but Mayhem 2 or 3. I'm gonna have to start using it a little more though. I'm kind of liking it, you know? I don't know, there's something about it. Maybe with how accurate it is and how straightforward it shoots and how quick the projectiles are. I don't know, but I'm kind of liking it the more I'm using it. I may have to give it more of a chance and see if it can compete with some of the main weapons that I normally use on my loadout. Of course, these guys here that have armor, it's not really going to do much to them, but the guys that don't have armor, it does some damage. But anyways, guys, that is the Heartbreaker, the brand new shotgun you can get from Moxxi's DLC. Now keep in mind, there's different variations of this you can get that are going to have all different types of parts and everything, so your stats may vary from mine. But overall, it's a pretty good shotgun. Definitely something I would get, definitely something I would use. The amount of health it gives you back per shot is really good. That's almost what makes the weapon so good, because it gives you so much health back every shot. And you start to feel like you can never go down. You start to feel invincible except when you have to reload. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you check out some of my other Borderlands 3 videos. I got some other guides and some DLC weapons I'm going to link right there on the end card or below in the description. So if you just got the DLC and you're playing through it, make sure you check those videos out. I'll show you some cool weapons that you might want to grind for. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.